All right, we're standing on the shore of Tunk Lake, halfway from Ellsworth to Cherryfield on the map, and this is a lake that lies within a big granite body, and part of the lake is here because of some scooping out by the ice as the ice went over these hills. But the lake is interesting in the sense that in the 1920s, some rather wealthy families from Long Island, New York, bought up a good deal of the property and put summer homes around it. And later on, I don't know quite how it happened, but Admiral Byrd, who became famous in running 2 expeditions to the Antarctic, he's the first one to fly over the South Pole, as a matter of fact, and he had a base camp on 2 occasions at Little America, and he became a national hero. And Admiral Byrd was invited by this group of people to come up here and build a summer home on some of the property that they owned. I guess they sold it to him, I'm not sure. But so he owned a house, a very large log cabin on the far side of this lake. And all his family came with him. He had 2 daughters and a son. They all summered up here and went back and forth either on the railroad on the other side that is sometimes called the Tunk Lake Railroad that goes into Ellsworth and then beyond into Boston, or they drove up from Boston in a great big touring car, according to Bowling Bird, his daughter that I happen to know quite well. He spent his time sitting on the lake on a big raft with a secretary and his favorite dog, Igloo. And that group, what he was doing out there was dictating his books on the Antarctic, such as the famous book called Alone, as well as the basic expeditionary books that went with his expedition. So that was all done on a raft sitting out in the middle of this lake. Eventually that all ended. Admiral Byrd died. The property was burned accidentally or on purpose, I'm not sure which, by someone. It was on the National Register, the house, and then presently the family of Admiral Byrd, 2 or 3 generations removed, now are contemplating building a house on that property. The other thing about this lake is, some of you will remember the humorous trio, the duo, Bob and Bert and I. Bert and I were Maine humorists, and as you know, one of them was Marshall Dodge, and he died in Honolulu, I guess, being run over by a car while he was pedaling his bike around in Hawaii. The other man, Bob Bryan, lived on this lake. That family lived here, and he worked for the Grenfell mission in Labrador and Newfoundland as a flying minister. And so he lived here, probably still does. I think he probably doesn't work anymore. Either he's here or at another home somewhere, but that was Bob Bryan. Anyways, it's a historical site, and I thought it would be interesting to some of you who are old enough to remember Admiral Byrd and his famous expeditions to Little America in the 1920s and 30s.